a very important topic, and that topic is the lifestyle management. So, and that too I am going to talk in more than a holistic manner, right? So why we are talking about lifestyle management, we will talk on later. First we have to start with a word which I mentioned earlier, that what is life. So many times when we talk about the word life and we talk about what is life, so we have a certain thought in our mind that what is life. ओके, सो लाइफ के बारे में जब हम लोग सोचना शुरू करते हैं तो हम पहली चीज़ जो हमारे माइंड में आता है कि लाइफ है, ये कैसे कहेंगे। तो हम बचपन से पढ़ते आए हैं कि हमारे दो कैटेगरीज में हम डिवाइड कर देते हैं। फर्स्ट इज लिविंग बीइंग एंड सेकंड इज नॉन लिविंग बीइंग। द लिविंग बीइंग्स वी प्रेफर टू हैव लाइफ, ओके, because they can process, they can act, react, reproduce. So these all are the qualities which an individual can do if the person is having life. Also, if we are talking about life, life is full of energy. We have certain energies in our body which are acting, and which on the basis of which energy we are actually doing any kind of work. Now if you talk about the life in a certain aspect, and if you ask the people around you, or if I ask you a question that what is life, so many of the answers may be such like which many surveys also have been designed like this on internet, and they were asking to the people that what does life mean to you. So I hope the answers will match the answers into your brain. And some of you may say that the life is like an incredible thing, okay. Some may say that life is full of experience. If you are getting a certain amount of experiences in your life, so what you are going to say that life, yes, life is full of experiences also. Some of you may say that life is all about achievements. So if you are striving for certain achievements in your life, or you have a certain achievements in your life, so your answer may be that life is all about achievements which you had got in your life. Exactly. Then what other people may say that life is all about learning to enjoy your own company. Now this is something different. Enjoying your own company is actually not happening to all of us. Some of us are not enjoying our own company. So if some of you are installing with this answer that you are enjoying your own company, so my congratulations are with you, that you are a better person, that you are enjoying your own company. That is a big deal, right? Some of you may say that life is all about traveling, okay. Those people who love traveling a lot, you see them always, कुछ ऐसे लोग होंगे आपके आसपास जिनसे आप कभी भी पूछिए कि आपका क्या चल रहा है, तो उनका आंसर ये रहेगा कि मैं यहाँ जाने की तैयारी कर रहा हूँ, मेरा यहाँ जाने की बुकिंग हो गया है। तो फॉर सम पीपल लाइफ मे बी जस्ट ट्रैवलिंग बिकॉज दे लव ट्रैवलिंग एंड दे डिफाइन देयर लाइफ एज लाइफ इज जस्ट ट्रैवलिंग. Some people in other sense, they may say that life is just part of happiness. Life is just full of happiness because they are happy enough in their life that they can feel that happiness inside them and around the world in which they are living. So for them life may be very happy thing, right? Some of the people may say that life is just a fulfillment of love. It is full of love because the person is having love in their life. They may say that life is full of love because he or she is being loved by many people. The person may say that the life is full of love. And of course some of you may say that life is what you make out of it, right? So some of us, we believe that what we do in our life actually make our life, actually make our days. And in certain ways some people also believe that you can shape your life. Yes, you can shape your life. Because we are talking about the management in this particular lecture, so what I want to tell is that this thought that you can shape your life, you can mold your life, you can guide your life, or you can channelize your life is just a very important thing, and it is very, very normal thing. If you are saying that you can give direction to your life, so actually what you are talking about, you are actually talking about the directions, means you are actually talking about the management of your life, and you want management of your life, right? So but what happens actually, so how we live is the major reason how we are living our life. हम लोग कैसे जीते हैं लाइफ को, तो हम लाइफ कैसे जी रहे हैं बेसिकली, आज में हैं हम, we are in the present day and we are complaining today, okay, and we are hoping for the next day to be much better than this day. इससे अच्छा अगला दिन होगा या कल आने वाला इससे बेहतर होगा. लेकिन जब कल आता है तो क्या होता है, कल जैसे ही आता है तो हमेशा फिर से हमारे पास एक कंप्लेन होती है. तो इट इज़ जस्ट गोइंग लाइक अ साइकिल. देन वी आर कंप्लेनिंग, we are hoping for a better tomorrow, and when the tomorrow is present we are again complaining, and that good tomorrow or that better tomorrow is never coming in your life, because you are continuing this cycle of your life in your day to day life. Okay, so we have to understand one thing, that is, what is the meaning of life. So some people say, or some people believe, that life is just means the meaning of your life is just to fulfill your purposes in your life. So what are the purposes in life? So purposes are the things for which you get up early in the morning, right? So आप सुबह जिस चीज़ के लिए उठ रहे हैं, आपको पता है कि आपके जीवन का ये पर्पस है, और उसके लिए आप जब सुबह उठते हैं और उसके हिसाब से ही काम करना आप शुरू कर देते हैं, तो वहाँ पर आप ये कह सकते हैं कि आपका लाइफ पर्पस जो है, इट हैज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट role to play in your life. If you don't have purpose, what will happen? If you don't have purpose, you will not strive to reach that purpose, and you will not do anything. So your life is going to get like a hell. Okay, so what these purposes do in your life, it is the main thing कि आपकी लाइफ में जब हम कहते हैं कि पर्पस होना चाहिए, यहाँ कहते हैं कि सर्टन लोगों की लाइफ में पर्पसेस हैं, तो हम क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं, ये पर्पसेस हमारी लाइफ में क्या काम करते हैं. So first thing which I want to tell you is, if you have purpose, that purpose is guiding your life decisions, right? So आपके life में particular decisions क्या होंगे, related to your finances, related to your relationships, ये सारी चीज़ें जो हैं, इसके जो भी decisions आपकी life में हो रहे हैं, ये सारे decision जो लेते समय आपके mind में आपका purpose क्या है life का, वो आपके mind में decided होगा. So what are your purpose? On the basis of your purpose, you are going to change your life decisions. Right? Second thing is, these purposes in your life actually influences your behavior. When you have certain purposes in your life, you start changing your behavior for the fulfillment of certain type of purpose which you have decided for your life. And also these purposes also shape goals, right? So the main purpose you have in your life, and for reaching that purpose you have to maintain certain goals in your life. And after fulfilling one goal, you will strive for the next, and then for the next, until and unless you have reached your purposes in the life. For the goal setting, we'll talk in the later section of our talk. Okay. Next is purposes offer a sense of direction in your life. Look, if you don't have purposes in your life, what is going to happen? Your life is not directed. आपकी लाइफ में कोई दिशा नहीं होती है. तो अगर आपकी लाइफ में पर्पस है, तो आप क्या कर रहे हैं, आप अपनी लाइफ को एक दिशा निर्देश दिया हुआ है, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि आपको वही पर्पस फुलफिल करना है. तो आपका जो भी एक्शन होगा, जो भी कार्य आप करेंगे पूरे लाइफ टाइम में, वो पूरा जो होगा वो इसी को पहुंचने के लिए होगा. तो इट इज़ मोर ओरिएंटेड इन द वे. ओके, इट इज़ गिविंग डायरेक्शन टू योर लाइफ. इफ़ यू डोंट हैव पर्पस, you are not going to follow any directions in your life. You are just living a life, just waking up, eating and sleeping, and all these common things which we are doing into daily life. Okay. Next thing, it is very important that these purposes also create meaning to your life. इट इज़ सेड कि हमारे जीवन का अगर कोई पर्पस नहीं है, कोई लक्ष्य नहीं है, तो बेसिकली हमारे जीवन का कोई अर्थ नहीं है. ऐसा लोग मान के चलते हैं. बिकॉज इन वन एंड अनदर सेंस वी आर हियर टू जस्ट फुलफिल सम और अदर पर्पसेस इन आवर लाइफ. दैट पर्पसेस मे बी इन डिफरेंट सेंस टू डिफरेंट पीपल. ये सारे पर्पसेस जो हैं हमारे अकॉर्डिंग चेंज हो सकते हैं. कुछ लोगों के पर्पस कुछ हो सकते हैं. कुछ लोगों के पर्पसेस सिर्फ उनकी फैमिली को एक बेटर लाइफस्टाइल देना हो सकता है. कुछ लोगों का पर्पस सिर्फ शायद ये भी हो सकता है कि वो अपना जो भी काम है, या जिस ऑफिस में वो काम करते हैं, उस ऑफिस में वो ज़्यादा बेहतर काम कर सकें, या फिर जो फील्ड उन्होंने चुना है उस फील्ड में और बेहतर वो काम कर सके. तो इसके हिसाब से वो अपने लाइफ को पर्पस को सेट कर देते हैं. बट what we have to understand is what is the real purpose of our lives. So when we are talking into a very holistic approach, do we really know that what is the purpose of our life? So as said by the great Dalai Lama ji, and of course by the many saints from our country, because our country is full we have many saints in our country. So all of them, what they have said, they just said one thing, and they said the purpose of our life is to be happy, right? So we are also looking into this thing that how we can be happy, because every day we should be happy enough, और हमारे आसपास के जितने लोग हैं वो भी उतने ही खुश होने चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारे जीवन का असली जो लक्ष्य है वो हमारा हैप्पीनेस ही होता है। बट ये हैप्पीनेस हमको लाना है लाइफ में, तो क्या ये संभव है? Is it possible to bring this happiness into our lives? So yes, life is your own creation. So when we talk that life is our own creation, what we are talking about, as I had said earlier, we can manage, we can channelize our own life, and that is known as the life management, right? So now, what is life management? We have to understand. So it is said, what is management, what gets measured is managed, right? जिस चीज़ का आप मापन कर सकते हैं उस चीज़ का आप मैनेजमेंट कर सकते हैं। ये मैनेजमेंट के क्षेत्र में बताई हुई एक बहुत ही कॉमन लाइन है कि आप अगर मापन कर सकते हैं तो आप उसका मैनेजमेंट कर सकते हैं। तो हमको हमारी लाइफ के अंदर कुछ ऐसे पहलू ढूंढने हैं, हमको हमारी लाइफ के अंदर कुछ ऐसे एस्पेक्ट्स ढूंढने हैं जिनको हम बेसिकली मेजर कर सकें, और उनको मेजर करने के बाद हम ये डिसाइड कर सकें कि उसके अंदर क्या बदलाव होना चाहिए। तो हम लोग जब मेजर करते हैं तो हम लोग बेसिकली क्या पाते हैं? तो मेजरमेंट क्यों करना है हमें? क्योंकि मेजरमेंट अगर करते हैं तो आपका ध्यान जाता है, योर अटेंशन गोज टू द थिंग आफ्टर मेजरमेंट कि हाँ दिस थिंग इज फुलफिल्ड और इफ दिस थिंग इज लैकिंग इन योर लाइफ। सो जब तक आप उसको मेजर नहीं करने वाले तब तक आपको ये पता नहीं चलने वाला है कि क्या आपकी लाइफ में कमी है। सो यू हैव टू मेजर to get attention to that thing which you want to manage in your life. Second thing is, when you measure something, you know where you are, okay? So you know the current status where you are, you want to reach here, okay? And when you are measuring, if you are getting to know that you are here, so what you know, that you have to reach this thing, right? You have to complete this gap in between your major changes in your life. Then when you measure something, you see your progress, okay? Now you know that you are on this stage, right? Some of you may be on this stage, okay? So if you know, it's just for an example, if you are in this stage, what you are going to do, you are going to measure certain areas in your life, and if you are getting that it is somewhat not managed, so what you are going to do, now you are going to manage your life. And while you are doing management, as we know, as we do research, so we do test retest method, so you have to do test retest method in that thing, that after certain period you have to do a certain test that whether you have reached a certain goal or not. So when we talk about the goal, we will talk about the three stages of goal settings, then you will get clarified regarding these things. So how to measure your life? It is again a major question in front of all of us. So कैसे करना है मेजर? तो सबसे पहली चीज़ जो है, जो आपको मेजर करते समय ध्यान में रखनी है, वो ये है कि आपको आपकी लाइफ को बैलेंस करना है, राइट? तो बैलेंसिंग ऑफ योर लाइफ इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। दूसरी चीज़, जिस समय आप मेजर कर रहे होंगे उस समय आपको ये चीज़ ध्यान में रखनी है, कीप योर लाइफ वेरी सिंपल। डोंट मेक योर लाइफ कॉम्प्लिकेटेड इन सच अ सेंस कि आप भी उसके अंदर उलझ जाएं कि आप इसमें से बाहर कैसे निकले इन कंडीशंस में से। तो आपको क्या करना है? योर लाइफ should be very simple in nature. What you want from your life, it should be very simple in nature, not in certain complicated things in your life जिसका आपको समझ में ना आए कि इसका fulfillment कैसे किया जाए। Okay, then when you are measuring your life aspects, so what you are going to measure? You are going to measure your habit checklist. So what habits do you have? So you have to check it out. If you have certain habits which have to be managed, you will manage these habits into yourself. Second thing you have to measure is time constraint and goals. आप कोई काम आपके हाथ में लेने के बाद उस काम को उस समय सीमा में पूरा कर पाते हैं या नहीं कर पाते हैं, ये भी चीज़ आपको चेकलिस्ट करना है आपकी लाइफ में। तो अगर आपने कोई काम अपने सिर पे लिया है और आपने कह दिया है कि ये काम मुझे करना है, तो विद इन दैट टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट आर यू फुलफिलिंग योर ड्यूटीज, आर यू डूइंग योर वर्क ऑन दैट particular time period? You have to check on these things, because this thing is going to certainly damage many areas of your life. It is going to affect many areas of your life if you are not doing certain works in certain given time, right? Next thing which you have to check out is your activity record. Okay, the third thing which you have to checklist is your activity record. What you are doing in your day-to-day life, what are your major goals, what is your purpose of your life, and if you are not doing activity record, that whether I am doing the certain things to fulfill the purpose of life or not, if you don't have record, you are not going to achieve that purpose in any time, right? And the last thing what you have to check out is keep experimenting, right? So why we should experiment? Because we say that failures are the first step to success. So if you are failed once in checking these habit lists, also in measuring and management of your life, so you're not going to leave that thing. You will try again and again until and unless you have reached a certain stage where you are able to manage your lifestyles, right? Now we'll come to the main part, that is lifestyle. So if I ask all of you, what do you mean by lifestyle? So you may say that the lifestyle is the way in which we live. Okay, lifestyle is a way in a person lives. When a person lives, he or she lives in a certain style in their life, in a particular way in their life. And these particular ways in which a person is living his or her life is always based on certain typical things which are reflecting in our behavior, which are reflecting through ourselves. So what are these? So our lifestyle is always reflected by our individual's attitude. So what are our attitudes? It is basically what it is telling to somebody, that what is the lifestyle, right? So you have seen many people, those lifestyles are reflected through their talking. When they start talking, you can easily judge that yeah, their lifestyle is like such. Okay, then second thing is which reflects is way of life. Okay, which way of life are you trying to live? So for example, if you are not exercising daily, so you have actually chosen a lifestyle which is inactive lifestyle. Okay, so if you found someone in your surroundings who is not doing certain things, so you will find that a person doesn't have any kind of lifestyle related to health aspect in his or her life, right? Next thing which reflects through you is values. When we talk about lifestyles, we also talk about values, because values are very important for living a life. We are actually relying on certain values and principles in our life. So what are the principles and values of our life? If we are following certain principles which we have decided for our life, which is better for achieving our purposes in life, so basically what we are doing, we are trying to live our life according to these values, and these values are very easily reflected through the talkings or through the behavior which we do in the society. Last thing which reflects your lifestyle is the world view, what people think about you. So we have views about many people around us also, and we think that these persons are basically, हाँ इनका lifestyle ऐसा होगा क्योंकि ये पर्टिकुलर लाइफस्टाइल फॉलो कर रहे हैं. लेकिन सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये है, हम लाइफस्टाइल की बात करते हैं तो ये सारी चीज़ें तो आपके रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाता है व्यवहार से, लेकिन अगर लाइफस्टाइल को मेजरली हम देखें, लाइफस्टाइल कई बार जो है वो हमारे बनाए हुए होते ही नहीं. तो हम लोग वी आर लिविंग इन अ फैमिली, वी हैव अ ट्रेडिशन ऑफ जॉइंट फैमिलीज. सर्टन टाइम्स ऐसा होता है कि हमारे लाइफस्टाइल जो हैं दे आर गाइडेड बाय द लाइफस्टाइल ऑफ आवर पेरेंट्स और ऑफ आवर एंसेस्टर. सो वी आर जस्ट फॉलोइंग सर्टेन लाइफस्टाइल्स in our life which are being followed from many generations. So we are just trying to maintain that lifestyle in our lives. Okay. Second thing, many times our lifestyle is somewhat related to religions in which we believe. Okay, that is not wrong, but I am just trying to tell you that we follow certain things from our parents which we cannot change and which we cannot change at all, right? Now there is a major thing. If you don't have a certain lifestyle, a good or a healthy lifestyle in your life, what is going to happen? So nowadays we are listening many things about the lifestyle diseases. I'm not going to go deep into the lifestyle diseases because it is a matter of other session, like it's a big topic. So I'll just talk about the lifestyle diseases, why it is happening, because you don't have a certain planned or balanced lifestyle. So you are going to get certain lifestyle diseases which are related to the lifestyle which you are following, right? So what happens when you go to a doctor and you have certain heart diseases, stroke, obesity problem, and then you have type 2 diabetes. So doctor asks you about what are your habits, right? So what are the habits? What does it tell when it asks your habits? So it means you have certain habits, like some people have habit of smoking, of drinking. So that is going to change your health also. So if you have a certain lifestyle, like you are not exercising at all, it is going to affect your lifestyle because you are not living a healthy lifestyle, right? So WHO has given a very precise definition related to healthy lifestyle. So we have to understand the definition, what is healthy lifestyle. So WHO defines, and I quote, healthy lifestyle is one that focuses on incorporating the 8 aspects of well-being into one's life. So what are these 8 aspects for which WHO has defined is emotional, environmental, financial, intellectual, occupational, physical, social, and last but not the least is spiritual. So what WHO has given? WHO has talked about certain aspects of our life which is making our lifestyle. So we'll go one by one on these aspects of lifestyle. What we are doing, what we are working on these aspects, it's wealth creation aspects, our family aspects, health aspects, again personal development aspects and career development. Then again we go to the relationship aspects of our life, and then we go to the spiritual and socializing aspect of our life. So if we are talking very precisely, so I'll talk about the 5 major aspects of life which is molding our lifestyle. So one of them is just work. Okay, so what is work? Work is your career and your finances. So what you have to do is just you have to manage your career and finances in such a way that it is not affecting in any way your lifestyle or your life cycle. Second thing is you have to work hard on your health aspect, and that is physical health. It is just stated by the way as a physical health, but I pressurize along with physical health you have to maintain your mental health also, right? Then in the learning aspect, your personal development is also there. If you are like you want to read some books, if you are into a habit that you want something new in your life, you want to learn something, make it a habit of learning something new in your life. Learning has no age limit, so you can start at any time, right? Then comes to the social aspect of your life, and that is related to your relationships with others. So if the work and health aspect is maintained in a certain order in your life, what is going to happen? You are going to maintain your social relationship with your family members, with your relatives, with your office mates, or with your colleagues and your boss also, right? So you have to maintain these aspects in your life. And the last aspect is spiritual aspect, of course. So in the spiritual sense, you have to make a very good relationship with the greater powers. If you believe in the greater powers, you can manage your relationships with these powers. And of course, the relationship with yourself. आपके खुद के साथ आपका relation कैसा है, इसके ऊपर आपको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा काम करने की ज़रूरत है. अब मुद्दा ये आता है कि कहाँ से शुरू करें, राइट? सो इफ़ यू वांट टू चेंज सर्टन एस्पेक्ट्स इन आवर लाइफ, तो हम कहाँ से शुरू करेंगे? सो द बेस्ट टाइम फॉर न्यू बिगनिंग इज now, right? So it is all in our hands. So life is just a journey. You have to understand life is a journey. Make the most out of it, because we can challenge ourselves, we can make our life a better life, a healthy life. But there is always a problem within us, and what is that problem? As said by Mahatma Gandhi in one of his quote, and I also quote, that there is a sufficiency in world for man's need, but not for man's greed. तो हमारी जो है नीड्स की जो है उसमें कहीं ना कहीं लिमिटेशन हो सकती है, लेकिन ग्रीड्स के लिए कोई लिमिटेशन नहीं है. So what is the main thing that we are talking about today is how to manage your life. So how we are going to manage our life is very important. Now we are going to talk about very important thing, and that is the management of your life and management of your lifestyle. What is actually management of your lifestyle? As I had said earlier, you have to balance each and every aspect of your life, whether it is family aspect, whether it is career aspect, whether it is health aspect, or whether it is the social aspect or the spiritual aspect. You have to make a balance between all these aspects in your life. And when you are making balance in these aspects of your life, what you have to do, the prime thing is, after balancing, if you have a thought in mind that I am going to balance all these aspects of my life, what you are going to do, you have to set certain goals in your life. As I said earlier, how to set goals? So you have to divide these goals into 3 categories. The first category will be the short-term goals, second will be medium-term goals, and third will be the long-term goals. So when you have a certain purpose in your life and you have to reach that purpose in your life, what you have to do is just you have to decide short-term goals, medium-term goals, and then long-term goals. and these all goals are directing you towards the purpose of your life, which you are going to have into at the end of your life, or in your life after 1 year or 2 year. So when we are planning these short term goals, what we have to do? So when we talk about short term goals, what we are talking about is the goals which you are going to decide for certain weeks. So you may have something in your life which you want in certain weeks. You want in 15 to 20 days, you want to achieve something. So these goals will be set under the short term goals in your life. Then again, the medium term goals, certain things in your life which you want to achieve in your life in a certain period, maybe in some months, maybe after 5 to 6 months, you should set that goals under the medium term goals. And then the last is long term goals. So what you are going to do in long term goals is basically what the things you want to achieve in 2 to 3 years, or by passing 5 years. What are your set goals? Okay, what are your purpose? And you are giving time to fulfill that purpose. But before filling that major purpose of your life, you have certain goals in your life that may be short term, medium term, and long term goals in your life. Likewise, if you have financial goals, you have to fulfill these financial goals maybe in the medium term in your life. That you have to decide according to your life which goals of your life, which purposes of life are short term, which are medium term, or which can be achieved in the long run in your life, right? There is also a saying that we have to maintain certain things on the basis of these goal settings. So when you are setting certain goals in these three categories, short term, medium term, and long term, what you have to do, you have to again look at all the aspects of your life. राइट, गोल सेटिंग करते समय आप क्या करेंगे, आप अपनी लाइफ के जितने भी एस्पेक्ट्स जिसकी हमने पीछे बात करी थी, जैसे कि सेल्फ, अपना पर्सनल डेवलपमेंट, आपका हेल्थ एंड फिटनेस, आपकी रिलेशनशिप, आपकी फैमिली, आपका सोशल रिलेशनशिप, आपकी करियर एंड आपकी फाइनेंशियल, ये सारे जितने एस्पेक्ट्स की हमने बात करी थी, गोल सेटिंग करते समय आप इन सभी एस्पेक्ट्स के लिए अलग अलग गोल सेट कर सकते हैं. आप इन सभी एस्पेक्ट्स को अलग अलग समय में शॉर्ट टर्म गोल्स, मीडियम टर्म गोल्स और लॉन्ग टर्म गोल्स, इन तीन कैटेगरीज के अंदर आप अपने इन्हीं एस्पेक्ट्स को डिज़ाइन कर सकते हैं और उस हिसाब से आप काम कर सकते हैं अपनी लाइफ में. I think you are getting it, right? So when we have set a certain goal in life, what we are going to do now? So we are now going to try to achieve these goals in our life. तो हमें अब क्या करना है, एक बार हमने शॉर्ट टर्म, मीडियम टर्म, लॉन्ग टर्म गोल्स को हमने सेट कर लिया है फॉर अचीविंग द पर्पस इन लाइफ. नाउ द थिंग इज हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू अचीव दिस गोल्स. सो देर आर सर्टन पॉइंट्स विच आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू वन बाय वन so that it will help you in achieving your goals, whether it is of any category, right? So you have to work under these points for achieving your goals in life. So when you have set your goals, it may be of any category, what you have to do first is you have to take action. Okay, right? So until you are not taking action, that goal is not going to be fulfilled in any terms, right? So you have to take action, you have to start from somewhere. Next thing what you have to do is you have to try hard. We know that we have to try hard because our certain goals may be very hard in nature, which is very hard to achieve. So we have to try hard to achieve these goals in our life. Next thing which we are going to do is keep practicing. We have to keep practicing day by day. We have to evolve from these things and we have to go to the next step, and that is explore a different way. When you are practicing again and again, and if you are failing in certain things in achieving your goals, what you are going to do, you are going to explore a different way. If you fail once, अगर आप एक बार फेल होते हैं और आपको पता चलता है कि इस फेलियर का कारण ये था, इस वजह से आप फेलियर रहे हैं, तो आप क्या करने वाले हैं, आप अपना तरीका बदलने वाले हैं. तो आप वो तरीका बदल देंगे जो आपका गोल सेटिंग के लिए आपने चुना है. अगर तरीका बदलने के बाद भी आपके रिजल्ट वैसे नहीं आए जैसा आपको चाहिए था, तो आप क्या करेंगे? So next, because this is going to happen with many, and this had already happened to many. So what you have to do, ask someone for advice. If you don't understand what is going into your life, if you don't understand, so maybe other person knows much better than you about the life. They may have experiences more than you. So just talk to somebody, just ask for advice or help from somebody. You can take help from anybody at your home. You can take advice from your parents, your friends, your colleagues, your spouse, or from a life coach or any counselor. You can take help from anybody who is more closer to you. After getting an advice from anybody, what you are going to do, you are again trying your level best to achieve your goals in life, right? After doing your best, you can go for learn how others did it. You also have to read out the success stories of the people who have already achieved that certain goal. I'm not talking about following those person who have achieved that thing, because following is actually not correct. They may have their own life experiences which is not going to match the life experiences of ours, because we all have different lifestyles. So that is not going to work for all which already have been done. But it is like research. When we do research, we review research which is already happened. So it is helping us to know more better what we are going to do in the future. So it is something like that, right? So after getting information about how people did it, you have to build upon your strengths. So for building upon your strength, first you have to know what are the weaknesses within you. So it is very important to find out what are the weaknesses within me, and we have to accept the weaknesses within me, and then we have to find out the strengths within me. So what we can do for this thing, we can take a paper, we can take a pencil or pen, and we can write the strengths and limitations of ourselves. So just write down your strength, just write down your weaknesses or limitations, and just tally it. Weaknesses are more or strengths are more in your life. If you find that weaknesses are more in your life, you have to work on the weaknesses to make that weakness into convert into the strength type, right? Then what you have to do next is you have to review and fix mistakes. If you have done some mistakes during achieving your goal setting, so what you are going to do, you are going to fix that mistakes. अगर कोई गलतियां आपसे हो गई हैं तो आपको वो कार्य वहीं पर ख़त्म नहीं करना है, लेकिन आपको उस कार्य में से वो गलतियों को निकाल कर उसको और आगे कंटिन्यू करते रहना है, उस एक्टिविटी को या फिर उस पर्पस को फुलफिल करने की आपकी जो कोशिश है उसको जारी रखना है आपने. एंड द लास्ट स्टेप विच इज़ मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट इज़ डोंट गिव अप. Because as I said, that failure is the first step to success. So if you are failing once, twice or thrice, you have to think why you are failing. You have to work on your limitations, and then you have to start afresh, and until and unless you have been reached at your level where you want to reach, right? And the next thing which is very important for lifestyle management, which I am going to talk about, is in more holistic nature, and that is the thing which has been given by our ancestors in our tradition. We all talk about the yoga, and the Maharshi Patanjali, he has given the Ashtanga Yoga all of us, which is very important thing. And actually, if you understand very deep Ashtanga Yoga, the Ashtanga Yoga is basically the way given by rishis that how you should channelize your life, how you should manage your lifestyle is being given in Ashtanga Yoga. So if you notice Ashtanga Yoga, so the basic things of Ashtanga Yoga start with Yam, Niyam, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dhyan, Dharana and Samadhi. So if we talk about lifestyle management, we are just talking about basic 4 things given by Ashtanga Yoga, given in Ashtanga Yoga, and that is Yam and Niyam, Asana and Pranayama. So what is these things we have to understand. So what is Yam? Basically, when we talk about Yam, we have Ahimsa, Satya, Asatya, Brahmacharya and Aparigraha. So we have to understand, because these all things traditionally have been given to us in our culture, and just why we are mingled up in all these things in life management, just because we are not practicing all these things which are traditionally being given to us. हम इन सबको कहीं ना कहीं भूल चुके हैं, प्रैक्टिस नहीं कर रहे हैं. तो what is अहिंसा? अहिंसा इज जस्ट नॉन वायलेंस. हम लोग इतना ही समझते हैं अहिंसा यानी नॉन वायलेंस. पर नॉन वायलेंस कैसा? तो नॉन वायलेंस आपके एक्शंस में ही नहीं, बल्कि आपके भाषा में और आपके विचारों में भी अगर आप वायलेंस लाते हैं तो कहीं ना कहीं आप इसको ब्रेक कर रहे होते हैं. सत्य इज अगेन बीइंग ऑनेस्ट एंड ट्रूथफुल विद अदर फेलो अराउंड यू. तो आप कितना ट्रूथफुल हैं, कितने ऑनेस्ट हैं अपने आसपास के लोगों से, दैट इज ऑल्सो समवेयर डिसाइडिंग योर lifestyle. The next thing is asatya, that is non-stealing what does not belongs to us. तो जो चीज़ें हमारे लिए नहीं हैं, जो चीज़ें हमारी नहीं हैं, अगर हम उनको ज़बरदस्ती लेने की कोशिश करते हैं तो we are breaking the principle of yam, and that is asatya. So which belongs to us cannot be taken by anybody, and which doesn't belongs to us is never coming to us. So we should accept this principle. Next thing is brahmacharya. When we talk about the brahmacharya in certain sense, we actually talk about in lifestyles love and devotion towards your relationship. If you have a spouse which is very loving to you, you should not cheat to your spouse, or you should not cheat to anybody who are giving you a better experience of your relationships, right? So that also comes under the brahmacharya. Aparigraha is something refraining from status anxiety in society. So how you are refraining this status anxiety? By just changing your lifestyle day by day, so that you are less under the stress conditions in your life. नेक्स्ट थिंग विच इज़ नियम, दीज आर दी नियम्स जो कि हमारे लिए नियम बना दिए गए हैं, जिसके अंदर हम देखते हैं शौच है, संतोष, तपस, स्वाध्याय एंड ईश्वर प्राणिधान है. What is शौच? It is just we are talking about the purity under शौच, but what purity we want in our life? We want purity of thoughts as well as purity of actions in our life, more in the holistic approach, right? Then santosh, being satisfied with what we have. We had practiced this santosh in this lockdown period at to somewhat extent, so it's good if you have practiced this. Next thing is tapas, doing our very best. What work we had taken under our observation or what work we had taken, we should fulfill that work on a given time, which we talked about in the time constraint earlier, right? So that is like a tapas. And what is swadhyay? It is being aware of our own actions of on other fellow citizens, so how we are behaving in society. Actually what we talked about earlier in the social aspect of our lifestyle. So if you are practicing swadhyay, so what you are practicing, you are basically practicing the social aspect of your lifestyle, right? And the last is Ishwar Pranidhan, which is more related to the spiritual aspect of your life. Being modest, we all are modest, we should be modest by our thoughts, and recognizing that there is a force more powerful than ourselves. So that is the faith, that is a faith which we all have. Still we have faith that we are in the condition of the global pandemic situation like COVID-19, but still we have faith in someone that certainly these all things are going to be changed some or other day, or it is going to be at ease someday, because we believe on certain powers of nature, right? Then when we are talking about the spiritual aspect basically, and more going into deep into the holistic approach of lifestyle management, what we have to do is we have to maintain a certain thing that is very important in our life, and that is self-realization. So self-realization, when we are talking about self-realization, in Western countries, self-realization is just related to the personality development of an individual. They say that if a person is developed in all the aspect of personality development, the person is self-realized person. But in Indian context, हम लोग जब अपने देश के context में इसकी बात करते हैं, तो हम लोग basically बात करते हैं in the more spiritual form, and that is liberating and the knowledgeable person. So the self-realized person is a person who is knowledgeable. Yes, he or she is also a liberated person, and the person who is knowing the true self of himself or herself, right? Many years ago, when I started studying the things related to self-realization, and when I also started practicing self-realization in my life, what I found are very beautiful lines said by somebody. I don't know the name of the author, but I got these lines for all of you too, and I want to recite these few lines which are very deep in nature, and I want all of you to understand these lines, and I am reciting these lines for all of you. The title of the lines are The Man in the Glass. So the lines are somewhat like this: when you get what you want in your struggle for self, and the world makes you king for a day, just go to a mirror and look at yourself and see what that man has to say. For it isn't your father or mother or wife whose judgment upon you must pass. The fellow whose verdict counts most in your life is the one staring back from the glass. Some people may think you a straight shooting chum and call you a wonderful guy, but the man in the glass says you are only a bum if you can't look him straight into the eye. He is the fellow to please, never mind all the rest, for he is with you clear up to the end, and you have passed your most dangerous difficult test if the man in the glass is your friend. You may fool the whole world down the pathway of your life and get pats on your back as you pass, but your final reward will be heartaches and tears if you've cheated the man in the glass. And these were the lines which has mostly affected me for self-realization, and I hope you must have understood the basic meaning and the real meaning behind the lines related to man in the glass. The man in the glass is none other than you yourself, and you have to do self-realization like a man in the glass. If you can see straight into the eyes of the man or woman, the person who is in front of you, that means you have worked very hard in your life, and you have reached to a certain purpose in your life, which is self-realization, and which is very important in life of each and every individual. Okay, so as I have told in my teaser, going towards the end of the session, what I have told in my teaser is I am going to give a surprise. Now we are going towards the surprise, and that surprise, what is that? I am going to give all of you a practical session, a very small practical session which is related to self-realization. So I hope you all are ready to get this session, and you are all maybe ready for practicing this session with me, right? So what we are going to do now is I am just giving you a short guidelines what we are going to do. When we are going to start this practice, you have to keep your hands in namaste mudra in front of your anahat chakra. आपके हाथ चक्र के सामने आप अपने हाथों को नमस्ते की मुद्रा में इस तरह से रखेंगे, राइट? पूरी प्रोसेस के समय आपकी आंखें बंद रहेंगी, और आप जिस समय हम ये शुरू करेंगे प्रैक्टिस की शुरुआत में और प्रैक्टिस के अंत में हम 3 बार ओम का उच्चारण करेंगे. Okay, so I want to tell you one thing. Om has nothing to do with any religion. It has its own effects, chanting effects. But if you are not comfortable with Om chanting, you can chant Amin or Amin, because researchers has proved that these 3 words, Om, Amin and Amin, has so you can chant any of the words which are comfortable to you. So what we are going to do, again I am repeating, Namaste Mudra in front of your Anahat Chakra, eyes would be closed. At the starting we will chant 3 times Om, deep breathing for 3 times, then you have to follow my voice. Keep your eyes closed, don't try to open your eyes because you will not feel connected to my voice then. And at the end of this practice, we are again going to do the deep breathing and then 3 times Om chanting, and then we are going to finish this practice, right? So are you ready for the practice? Okay, so keep your hands in Namaste Mudra in front of your Anahat Chakra. The thumbs of your hand should touch your heart chakra. आपके अंगूठे आपके हार्ट चक्रा को टच करते हुए होने चाहिए. So, close your eyes. Just follow me. अपनी सांसों की गति की ओर ध्यान दें. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale slowly, hold, exhale slowly, hold. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Please concentrate on your breathing. Normalize your breathing. And just go with the flow. Follow my voice. Now we are going to practice self-realization. Visualize a person sitting in front of you. Look at that person. That person is none other than you. Visualize the person sitting in front of you as you, yourself. Try to look at the person sitting in front of you, which is actually you. आपके सामने बैठे व्यक्ति की तरफ ध्यानपूर्वक देखने की कोशिश करें. वो व्यक्ति कोई और नहीं, आप स्वयं हैं. If you can visualize the person sitting in front of you, just look at the person. What you can see on the face of that person. आप उस व्यक्ति के चेहरे पे, जो कि आप स्वयं हैं, आप क्या देख रहे हैं? Can you see smile on the face of the person sitting in front of you, which is actually you? Can you see the fear? Or can you see the sadness on the face of the person sitting in front of you, which is actually none other than you? आप सामने बैठे व्यक्ति के चेहरे पे कौन से भाव देख पा रहे हैं? उन भाव को समझने की कोशिश करें. उन भाव को और गहराई से देखने की कोशिश करें. Now, as you can see on the face of that person the correct expressions, try to look straight into the eyes of the person sitting in front of you, which is actually nobody other than you. अब उस व्यक्ति की आंखों के अंदर झांकने का प्रयत्न करें. Look deep into the eyes of the person. What you can see in the eyes of the person, try to recognize the inherent feelings of that person. Can you see the person smiling within? Can you see satisfaction into the eyes of the person sitting in front of you? If you can see the satisfaction on the face of the person or within that person, if you can see the smile on the face of the person sitting in front of you, just congratulate yourself. Yes, you have done a very great job. Now, try to look more deeper into the eyes of the person. Go into the deep into the eyes of the person who is actually you. Can you feel the pain the person is having? Can you feel the joy that person is having? Can you feel or sense the energies of sorrows in that person? Feel that energy of sorrows, of fear within you. Feel and sense it for some time. Now, take a deep breath. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. When you are looking deep into the eyes of that person who is you, yourself, just tell that person that I am sorry. Tell the person who is actually you, I am sorry. I didn't value you. I didn't observe the sacrifices done by you. I am sorry for whatever I have done to you. I am surely not going to do this again with you. From deep from my heart, I am sorry. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Now visualize the person who is sitting in front of you, who is actually you. Visualize that person is within you. Visualize कीजिए कि ये जो व्यक्ति आपके सामने बैठा है या बैठी है, ये आपके अंदर है. Feel the oneness into yourself. Feel the peace. Feel the calmness within you. Now you and the other person sitting in front of you are one. Feel the oneness. Take a long deep breath. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Visualize yourself and that person as one. Tell the person, we are one. Tell the person, I accept you as you are. Tell yourself, I am happy. And verbally say to the person within you, I love you. Feel the calmness within you. Feel the stillness within you. Inhale slowly. Hold. Exhale slowly. Hold. Inhale slowly. Hold. Exhale slowly. Hold. Inhale slowly. Hold. Exhale slowly. Hold. Feel the calmness. We are going to chant Om for 3 more times. Feel the calmness within you for some more time. Make your breathe normal. Rub the palms of your hand. Massage your eyes, your forehead, your cheek, and open your eyes with a gentle smile on your face.